Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. My name is Natasha, for those of you that don't know me, and today I'm going to show you a spread called the Event Spread. This is a 3-card spread, and you can use this for tarot, many oracle card decks, and possibly other divination tools. However, today I'm going to show you this spread specifically for the Angel Therapy Oracle card deck, which you see right here. Here's the little booklet that comes with it, the guidebook. I would show you the box, but right now my camera's sitting on the box to prop it up a little bit. But this is actually a tarot spread, but it can work for this oracle card deck as well. I just specifically wanted to make a video though for the Angel Therapy Oracle card deck because you don't really see many spreads for oracle card decks. And this specific deck, the Angel Therapy Oracle card deck, if I can speak, is very unique. It's completely 100% positive. The cards can sometimes be very specific on what they say. So, as you can see, and if you own this deck, then you know that you can't do some spreads with them that you would be able to use tarot spreads or tarot cards for the spread. I'm not sure what I'm saying right now, guys. But anyway, this event spread is a simple 1, 2, 3 card spread, which means that you would lay it out in a line: card 1, card 2, card 3. Right now, though, I can't quite lay them down flat because obviously you wouldn't be able to see them. So instead I'm going to use my cute little angels here to put the cards on. And don't worry, I'm going to come back and explain these positions in further detail. But for right now, I'm going to show you the basic position meanings. So you're going to shuffle your deck like you usually would, however you do it. If it's hand over hand, if you take out a chunk and put it in, whatever it is that you do. And then you're going to put the first card off to the left of center. And the first card is going to show you the event about to happen. Okay? Then you're going to take the second card in the middle, and that is going to show you how you will feel about it. And your third and final card goes off to the right of center, and that card is going to show you what you can do about it. So with these 3 cards, remember our first one over here is the event about to happen, the one here in the center is how you'll feel about it, and the one off to the right is what you can do about it. Okay, now like I said earlier, this is going to be more specifically for the Angel Therapy Oracle card deck because it's very unique, and it isn't like a tarot deck or some other oracle card decks. So I want to be a bit more specific for this. So this spread is a spread that you can do for a daily reading if you want to just kind of see what's going to take place that day, how you'll feel about it, what you can do about it. This is a good spread. However, if you perhaps are looking just to know something is going to happen in general, this is also a good spread. And maybe you want to know what's coming up for you. So you can just do a simple 3-card spread with your Angel Therapy Oracle card deck. And there you go. So there's something to keep in mind if you're just looking for a general reading. Of course, everyone's perception of a general reading is different. But now let's say you want to know about finances. So let's look at an area of your life. Let's say finances. You can also tailor this spread for that need. All you have to do is while you're shuffling, just think and ask the angels to show you cards specifically for your finances. Now let's take it one step further. We can look more specifically at, say, investments, which is a part of finances. You can even look at a specific investment. So just keep that in mind. You can get as specific as you would like to with the spread, or you can get general. Okay? Another thing, though, that you want to watch out for are time frames. Oh, people are coughing in the house. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. But anyway, sorry guys. Time frames are very important with a spread because let's say I shuffled, I laid out some cards, just kind of wanted to know things in general, and it gives me something, it tells me something that's going to happen, right? I don't know when it happens or it's going to happen. That's the problem. I have nothing really to go off of. So it could happen tomorrow, or it could happen 2 years down the road. Who knows? So keep that in mind. If you aren't asking a question that will include a time frame, it's always good to kind of, put one on and, ask more specifically to your angels to show you something that will happen, within the day if you're doing a daily reading, or within 3 months. 3 months is always a good time frame to use, or whatever it may be. That way you will know that the event that is shown is going to happen within a set period of time. This is also good if you are going to be doing this reading for a client, or for a friend or family member, or just someone else other than yourself, because chances are they're going to ask, it's going to be one of their first questions, when will this happen? And instead of just saying, I don't know, you can still say, well, we did the reading to show within 3 months, so this will happen within 3 months. But, still you can't always pinpoint when. So if you do not set a time frame, it can happen at any time. So just be careful of that, because the last thing you may want to do is see an event that will happen a couple years down the road, and you'll pass by all the other big events that are going to happen. Because remember, sometimes the angels have messages for us that are very important to them and are very important to us as well, but we also see other important things leading up to that event. And this will more show, let me see how to explain this, I'm not quite sure, but this spread is supposed to show you kind of like the next big event about to happen. And while the angels may see a huge, huge event coming up, let's say 5 years down the road, and they may want to tell you about it right now, there are other things that you want to focus on, perhaps, 1 or 2 big events every month up into that point. So it's always good to add on a time frame. So now let's get a bit more in depth into these positions, okay? So remember our first position over here, right over here? This one is the event about to happen. Now what you're going to want to do when you are doing a reading is, with this specific deck here, I'm going to put the cards away here for a second. With this specific deck, it's kind of hard sometimes to see events. For example, you can look at heart chakra, this card right here. Well, what kind of event could that mean? What kind of event could crown chakra mean? So, obviously, workshops and seminars, well, that can obviously show a workshop, I can't even talk. A seminar, a meeting of some sort. So, let's say, what could we use as our example? We could always use release. So let's say you drew release for an event about to happen. Well, we could look at this card and you can just look at the picture and say, well, maybe we'll be flying, doing some sort of travel, because you can see birds. Or maybe, quite literally, release. It could be you'll have to release something, either physically, emotionally, mentally. Could even be spiritually, if you are connected spiritually to someone or something. Now, let's see, isn't there a parents card in here? I'm pretty sure there is. Here we go, parents. Let's say instead you had parents there. Now this could be an event relating to either your parents, that's the first thing you can think of, right? Now you have to think outside the box with this deck of cards. It could be a mature adult, someone that actually is a parent. It could be you as a parent. It could mean your children if you're a parent. It could just be someone that is in charge above you, such as in a working environment. So it could be your boss or supervisor. So you kind of have to think a bit more outside the box, but you can also look at the card and see what are they doing, what kind of event is taking place in the card. So it could be a music festival of some sort, or possibly a sort of lesson. So you have to look outside the box a little bit with these cards. It's not always going to be on the card in the little description. It won't always be the title. It won't always be in the book. It won't be an action step. So you do have to think outside the box a bit. Now let's say we go on to the second card. How you will feel about it. Okay. So there we go. That's a good card right there. This one's more to the point. Vacuum away fear. So here it could show you could possibly have fear, this card is saying just to let it go, okay? I'm sorry if my hand's getting in the way. I tend to talk with my hands. Or it could show that you perhaps are free of fear, that you are ready to accept whatever's coming to you. Let's see. What else could we do? Let's see. Well, we can go with Archangel Michael here. So, how do you think this card would relate to how you will feel about it? Well, Archangel Michael is a very powerful archangel. He's very protective. He has a lot of power, like I said before. Oh, look, it even says powerful archangel right on the card. So, when you look at Archangel Michael, what kind of feelings does it give you? It gives you feelings of power, protection, strength, of being in charge, that things are going to go your way. So that's one thing you can look at. Look at the card with the second position here and think what kind of feelings you get from it. For example, if we would have parents over here, what kind of feelings does this card give off to you? Fun, exciting feelings, perhaps compassion, companionship, family, trust, forgiveness. Perhaps it shows being protected by family, loved. So you have to think, like I said, outside the box a bit, especially with these first two cards. The third one, not so much. And you'll see why here in a second. Now the third card, remember, is the card that will show you what you can do about it, about the situation. Now this card's meaning can kind of change a little bit. And here's why. If this first card we see is something positive, then the third card will show us what we can do to either keep the event, keep things on the path to get to that event, or else it will give you advice on how to kind of deal with things when the event starts to take place, okay? Now, if the event we see is something that we don't like, that's negative, this can show you how you can change it, or if you can't change it, sometimes there are things in life that we can't exactly change. It will at least tell you how to deal with it. So, you basically, of course, draw your card for it. Let's see. Here we go. Straight, simple to the point. I'm losing my voice a little bit, guys. This card, if you get nervous, focus on service. I like this card. So obviously, what you can do about it, this card, well, you can focus on helping other people. Okay? Now, the one thing that I recommend, no matter what card you pull, you can pull, look, oh my gosh, right to the point. Be willing to forgive. There are so many cards, any card, you can put in that position. And what I recommend is no matter what the card is, look at it, see what kind of advice you get from the card. And then read the little meaning down here at the bottom. Then take out your guidebook that came with the deck, okay? And then open up to whatever page it is. So Be Willing to Forgive would be somewhere back here. And then read it. Read the little guidebook and follow the action steps, because the action steps is what is going to show you and tell you what you need to do. So follow it for that day, okay? I really hope that this has helped you, and I'm hoping that I can do a daily reading on my channel, and hopefully I can use this spread quite a bit with these, with this Angel Therapy Oracle card deck. I love this deck. I've had it for a handful of years now, possibly since when it came out. I can't quite remember exactly how long I've had it, but I also am going to provide personal readings using this deck and this spread. It will be $15, and you can get a reading that will be approximately 30 minutes as a video or 6 pages as an email. It will be using the spread and this deck and your question. Of course, it would have to make sense with the spread. So if you have any doubts about your question, then just ask, and I will gladly tell you if it'll work or not with the spread. But yes, it's only $15, and you can get it either in video or email format. And you'll be able to see what's coming up for you, how you're going to feel about it, and what you can do about it with the Angel's guidance. So I want to thank you today for watching this video, and oh wow, I even mixed cards around a bit. Apparently I went right back to where I had it. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy this video and that it's helped you a bit and gives you another spread that you can use with your lovely Angel Therapy Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. Have a great angel filled, if I can speak, blessed day. Goodbye, everyone.